as the most valuable player. In 1987 and 1990, she played volleyball in 1987 to 1990, basketball in 1987 to 1988, AUU USA Girls Basketball. Our next inductee, Marlene Kelly.
I don't know where to start. I don't have anything written down. I'm just gonna take it from the top of my head. I'd like to thank my family, the Kelly clan. All right, Mr. Hunt, I guess he left. That was my basketball coach. He taught me everything that I know. I want to thank Mr. Henderson back there. I just want to say, when we went to Taft, it was the first year they started ninth graders in Taft High School, because it used to start with sophomores. I wore this man out. I said, Mr. Henderson, I stayed in so much trouble that Mr. Henderson said, you know what, I'm gonna have to keep you close. He used to take me home. I used to have to babysit his kids and everything. One time we was playing Hughes and we was beating them so bad they just started fighting on the court. And all I know is I was swinging, and the next thing I know, Mr. Henderson had me in his car. I think he was the first one that invented tracking system, because every time I was doing something wrong, he would appear. I mean, we was trying to skip school one day, and we was sneaking outside, and I looked up, he was outside. I can say so much about Mr. Henderson. I just want to thank my mother. She was at every game, cheering, screaming, rooting me on. And I just want to say thanks for this, and y'all have a good night.
Our next inductee, Denise Mitchell-Kaufman, class of 1990. Denise participated in basketball, track, volleyball, and AAU basketball. In the 9th grade, her performances included varsity basketball starter, averaging 17.5 points per game, leading the team in scoring. In the 10th grade, 19.8 per game, 9.3 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. In the 11th grade, she averaged 13.8 per game, averaged 6.1 assists per game. And in the 12th grade, her performances, she averaged 10.1 points per game, 4.1 assists per game, and varsity volleyball, she was named the best offensive player. Her college career interest was pre-med. I introduce Denise Mitchell-Kaufman of the class of 1990. Is it anyone here to accept this award in her behalf? How about another hand and a round of applause for Denise Mitchell-Kaufman?
I want to say, you know, there was black school in Covington, Kentucky, where Dak went, Lincoln Grant. Lachlan Wayne had won the first black championship in Ohio. They became Lincoln Heights. But we never played Lincoln Grant. We never played DePores except in scrimmage. Okay. But we did play Lincoln Heights. And I want to say in those games when we played Lincoln Heights and we played Purcell with great Roger Staubach, it was Carlos that always set those screens for me to hit those winning shots. So I want to say that was my man. This next inductee, I'm going to tell you how I met him. I met Jenks Morton at Finley Street Neighborhood House. I was in the 9th grade, Jenks was in the 9th grade. We were just playing pickup basketball. My team was winning, but we were from the other side of the parkway. Now, if you lived on one side of the parkway, you weren't supposed to come on the other side. So we were winning, and the guys wanted to fight. And I saw this guy with muscles in his arm, just grabbing people, throwing them left, throwing them right. And I walked up to him and I said, what's your name? He said, Jenks Morton. I said, I'm John Hershaw and I'm your friend. And we've been friends ever since. When I had my brain surgery in 1992, every morning I woke up, I don't care if it was 3 in the morning, 1 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, he was sitting by my bed. Vice versa, I'm godfather to his children, he's godfather to mine. He couldn't make it here, he's going through some medical challenges right now, but he's fine, nothing to worry about. Jenks was a member of the 1957 Reserve basketball team, talented enough again to dress for the varsity in the PHSL basketball tournament. He was also a member with Carlos and I, the 1958 and Dave West PHSL championship basketball team and district runner-up. In addition, he helped return the 1959 basketball team to another Division AA district runner-up title. Jenks was a member of the 1958 football team, and in 1959 he started at running back and backup quarterback for the Senators football team. Jenks was a member of Mr. Waterman's baseball team, where he became the first Taft hurler to pitch a no-hitter for Taft against Walnut Hills 7-0. Many of you know that Jenks went on to become a boxing trainer. Trained Sugar Ray Leonard, trained 10 world champions in boxing. Just a good guy. And I remember when he played baseball, I'd go up to Washington and come to the 9th inning, and they'd be down 1 run, time for Jenks to bat, 1 man on. He'd tell everybody, get all the equipment, go to the cars, the game is over. And he would produce, knocking the ball out of the ballpark. He tried to play golf, and he came out and he wanted to show me how far he could hit the ball. Took a swing, knocked it downtown. I said, well, that was great, Jenks, but the golf course is over here. Excels at tennis, still gets up in the morning and plays every day, but he's a great friend. Here to accept for him is his nephew, Ricky.
On behalf of Mr. Morton, I'd like to say thank you very much. He's not only honored, but he's humbled by the occasion. Thank you again.
For those that are still here, thank you so much for your patience. We only have 3 more inductees, so if everyone could settle down, and we want to give due homage and respect for our last 3 inductees. Our next inductee is William M. Patton, known as Bill Patton. Bill came to Cincinnati from Nashville, Tennessee in 1952. He went to Bloom Junior High for 2 years. From there, he went to the old Woodward, where he played on the reserve football team as a defensive tackle. After old Woodward closed, he attended Robert A. Taft. At Taft, he ran track, the 180 low hurdles, and 1 mile relay. He received medals in both events. His track team also excelled in the relay race and was able to go to the district meet at Miami University. Bill was also a member of the RAT varsity football team, Robert A. Taft, as offensive center and defensive linebacker. After high school, he met and married Edith Hale in June of 1961, and he and Edith have one son, Vincent, and he is the Regional Ethnic Leadership Development Manager at the Presbyterian Mission Agency in Louisville, Kentucky. Bill retired from General Motors after 33 years of service, and now in retirement he enjoys going to movies, drag racing events, bike riding, and playing racquetball. How about a hand for our next inductee, William Patton. Over here.
I want to say married Edith from that great class of 1959.
I thank you for this honor that I'm receiving tonight, and I thank all of my football fans and the fellows that I played with, and that's all I have to say. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You good. Next inductee, Turner Sheffield. At breakfast, we kid Turner that he can still wear his junior high school clothes. Turner was one of those guys who played before me, who was kind enough to take me under his wings, show me some things, teach me some things, and I appreciate it. When I was over at UC and we were playing pickup in the gym, Turner came over to play a little ball. And George remembers one of the guys on the team said, "Okay, I got the little guy." And I shook my head, I said, "Oh boy, you just don't know." After about 5 minutes, Turner was killing him so bad, he came back to me and said, "Harsha, why don't you take him?" I said, "No, that's not happening. You asked for him, you got it." Turner came from Woodward High School, where he led the team in scoring in the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. He was a starter on the 1956 basketball team, where he was second in scoring behind PHSL and Taft Hall of Famer Willie Anderson, and led the team in assists and field goal percentage. So honorable mention, member of the 1956 PHSL All-Star team, where he distinguished himself as one of the best guards in Cincinnati basketball. My friend Turner Sheffield, I think William Watson's gonna say a few words.
Hello, senators and friends. My name is Bill Watson, and I'm a member of the Genesis class of the Robert A. Taft High School Legacy. It is my honor and privilege also to introduce Turner Sheffield. T and I met, Mr. T, and I met in the 4th grade Sunday school class at Union Baptist Church. Now, T had an advantage over some of the basketball players in the city, as he lived directly across the street from the Night Street Y, which is like his private gym. So on Sundays after church, we were at Union Baptist Church. My man Wimp from Central was out at New Hope. They come in from Sunday school, take off their clothes and grab a basketball and go looking for a game, where they played behind St. Joseph, Lincoln Center, Boys Club, 9th Street Y. Turner eventually became all those accolades that he ran off. But a couple of things that was missing from that is Turner was one of the first Taft basketball players to be covered by the Cincinnati Enquirer. Now, before Before there was Nate Archibald, Muggsy Bowles, Spud Webb, there was Turner. Now, a lot of guys that played against Turner, they'll tell you this, that, and the other, but if they be honest, I asked them to hold up their hand, who has ever blocked Turner's shot? No hands. Okay, my man. But, yeah, I just had to add this also. 1956 was a heck of a year. We were the first class. Now, in those days, this is a little different from some of the athletes that followed us. When we go out of town, like Harrison, Glen Estes, that was out of town from us, because we were like in the West End. We not only had to beat the other team, we had to beat the refs also, okay? If you get my drift. But what I'm trying to say also, in 1956, in the state of Indiana, in Gary, Indiana, was the black school, like Taft per se, was Roosevelt. They had one heck of a guy. And they played this other school out of Indianapolis, they had one heck of a guy. Those two teams, one was the first black teams to win state one in the state of Indiana. We always envisioned Willie Anderson, Turner Sheffield, and Christmas Advocate star from Indianapolis, Oscar Robinson, playing on UC's freshman team. Of course, that didn't happen. But what did happen, Coach John McClinton from Tennessee State had the guy from Roosevelt High in Gary, Indiana, that he gave a scholarship to come play ball at Tennessee State, and that guy turned out to be Tricky Dick, fallback baby. People like you would know about. That would be Dick Barnett. And he wanted Turner to come down there to feed him the ball like he fed it to Willie Anderson and everything. But Turner eventually ended up in the Army, where he was all service in Germany, and not only in track and basketball. And his thing was music. We were in the band together. Turner had his own set of drums. We were all into jazz. And Turner was our jazz drummer. And the lady that was talking about the Taft capades, we, of course, were the first ones, and Turner played the drums, and we opened up the Taft capades. And it's my privilege and my friend and honor for us to introduce Mr. Turner Sheffield. My man.
First, I want to thank God for being here. First, I want to thank God for being here to get you in this position. But I'm not going to keep y'all here long because I know y'all ready to go. But all I want to say is, like, when I came through playing basketball, I was always a little guy. And everybody always want to say the little guy is out the way. But I always made the big man get out of my way. And I didn't have no problem doing it. But I want to appreciate and thank John Harshaw and Willie Watson and also Fred Hill for putting me in this position. So thank you, and God bless you.
Willie Anderson wants to say a few words about Turner.
Yes. My name is Willie Anderson. My voice is a little weak, but I played with Turner Sheffield mostly all of my life. And I never would have got in the Hall of Fame without him. And I'm so thankful that he made it. Not only that he made it, he deserved to be here more so than me, because without him I would have never got the ball, because he's always on it, he's always there, and he's a special individual. He's a lovely man. Thank you very much.
Okay, you did good. Give yourselves a hand. Final inductee, not because he was last in anything. He was always first in everything. He was my teammate, he was my captain. I appreciate him, love him very much, and honored that he came here tonight. 1957, Dave West was a member of the varsity basketball team and an alternate starter. He was captain of the PHSL championship team, district runners-up for Division AA, which was the top state division. It was all-city selection, held his own against the better players in the state, including Jerry Lucas and others. Dave matriculated to Miami University, where he was a starter for the basketball team. He was also a member of the 1958 football team. But I have to tell you, Carlos and I were discussing this earlier. When Dave was on the team, Mr. McMahon wouldn't let none of us shoot, only Dave. If we shot, he wanted to take us out the game, pass the ball to Dave. Dave was shooting so much his arms got tired, he couldn't even lift his arms up to shoot the ball. So finally, Mr. McMahon relinquished and allowed the rest of us poor peons to shoot the ball. But Dave was an outstanding basketball player, and he continues to be an outstanding friend. Dave West.